Hey, hi, and welcome to another weekly connection. So, the Celestials want you to know that this is a very important time and that this has never been done before. What you and I are doing and what has been asked of us has never been done in cosmic history before. Yugas change, yes. Transitions happen, yes, all the time. But this one, and only this one, is the transition of planet Earth from 3D, the lowest vibrating consciousness ever in the cosmos, the most deranged, the most maniacal, the most ego based vibration that has ever occurred before, is ending. And that is ending because of you and I, because we are bringing in the light, transforming that darkness. There was a call at the turn of the last century, 1900. Anyone able and willing, volunteer. And here we have the baby boomers, and we have all of that influx and um, what they used to call that, the age of enlightenment at the turn of that century. And then it died out a little bit. We got into wars, got into all these crazy things that the ego responded to. And now here we are. The pioneers are getting older. Yes. And the youth is coming in lighter and more dynamic, not adapting to the ego based world quite the way you and I did. They are not coming in with the fear that you and I did. If you're younger, if you're older, I mean. So we have been shifting the vibration that started 49 levels above us with an architected flaw on Earth. So it was first seen on the 49th levels of 7 universes, slowly coming down, quarantining 7 universes, quarantining Earth. And when it fell to 3D, when Atlantis fell, only 7 ascended. Never has such a poor number existed in a transition. But we were going glub glub, we were going down. The mother lost 23 degrees of consciousness. It is our job, we're going to bring that 23 degrees back up just by being light, just by being love. 3D consciousness is veiled. On all other levels, we see each other. It is only on 3D, particularly 3D Earth, that there is what they call the veil, that there is this block, keeps the lid on us. We will no longer need that lid because we will not come from ego, from self anymore. We are shifting the ego based derangement of self out forever. Now, other planets come and go in 3D, correct? They're not like this. They never were before the era. And this is the finish, architected on planet Earth, being brought through all the dimensions to the final resting place, 3D Earth. You and I, we were chosen. In my neck of the celestials, we call this the error. It's actually a big fat plan to expand consciousness throughout the cosmos. Quarantined to 7 universes, excuse me. Oh, yeah, yeah, to 7 universes, so that not everywhere had to do it, just us. And now we're at the end. So, we talk about how the ego is going buck wild if it is so dependent on self gratification, material. The ego based power center of this world will dissolve. And you're going to start to see the awakening of that in the summer. I'm not saying it's going to happen in the summer. I'm saying, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Now you see who you are. That's what I'm saying. So we're going to begin to open it up. The ego based people that are in power will fight like heck because they feel that identity of who they are. So here we are, the light seeds moving to 5D. The earth will go. The earth's just going to go without us or with us or whatever. We are here as the beacon of light, lighting the pathway to 5D for all of humanity that wish to go. We know not all of humanity will choose to go. That's okay, right? What's important is we are the light. The ego power base will try to justify itself to you, to the world. But remember, there's never cruelty or harm in any way in love, in light. Never. When you go to 5D, that does not exist. So they will try to trick, as they have been, humanity into the justification of cruelty, into the justification of harm. There is no justification. So we, as the light seeds, beam. All you do is be the light. Be love, kindness, and compassion. Twinkle, twinkle. The light comes through and people start to see. This is our job. This is what we do. This is why you were born. This has never been done before at such a low or deranged vibration. What a relief to know that it is ending. I have talked about transition since I was 10 years old, with many visions that I share with my students. It's why I teach you the empathic shield, so that you have the tool to get through. And I'm actually doing a workshop in June, I guess it's June 7th, to further give you tools and understanding about what's happening to your world, to your body, to your mind, everything. And what to do. What to do about it. You're not a victim. Never think that you're a victim. You are chosen. You are the light. You are the beacon of love, kindness, and compassion. shifting and changing the world, all of humanity through your being. So let's connect to the mother. Let's bring that light in and know that you are dissolving the densest vibration that ever existed through your heart, through love, kindness, and compassion. So bring that light, that gold light, honey, this gets yummy, and we bring it in through source. And it fills every cell, every pore of your being. And we spray ourselves with the aura spray and a little cosmic thrust. My bottle's emptying out very quickly. Quick that time. Bring it up through your aura. Cup your hands together. And that deep breath in connects you heaven and earth with more at the solar plexus and connects us through time and space. Because remember, Earth is an illusion. 3D is an illusion, the biggest illusion that exists. And then we are not bound by time and space. Remember when I was a kid and they said, two things cannot occupy the space at the same time. And I went, I had to think about it because that's true on 3D. But when I would hang out in the realms, that's not true. And I found it very perplexing studying Newtonian science, physics. It's different everywhere else. So now we take our ascension oil and we bring it to our third eye. And this, I really like to do this before bed because it protects you here and it opens at the same time. I'm asking them what they want me to do here, where we want to go. We want to go with the third eye. I sleep with this. By the way, if you have an ailment, like, I don't know, I blew out a vein in my hand. I hit the door. I bang into things because I don't see the walls, like, you know. And it's Newtonian after all. So I put it on like this. I put it, the activating force is much stronger on this side. And I put it on here. And I slept with it. And I couldn't even move my hand yesterday. And look at that. So anyway, it activates the force field on the front more than this way. So anyway, a little trivia for you. Okay, third eye. Because third eye was chosen by the boss. Because we want to know who we are and why we are. And never doubt our success. Because we are like actually succeeding at a phenomenal rate. It doesn't look like that on 3D. 3D is a shambles. But if you go beyond the vibration of ego-based earth, then you see all the light seeds. You see all the consciousness of humanity. It's greater than the ego-based. It is. So visualize that light coming down from source. And it's yummy and warm and comforting. And it gives you strength, courage. And we bring it all the way down into the earth to the mother. And mom hangs on, grabs us by our lariat, and we continue on around the grid of the mother because we want to really feel and attach and get the feeling of earth so that we can transcend with her. You don't want to blow off. You want to just stay really attached. And we go around that grid system and we bring that energy of the mother up our back and she connects back to source. And we go round and round in our orbit, round and round and round and round. That's our connection, heaven and earth. And now she brings that energy up and the water falls out our telepathic notch, all 12 auras, saturated with that golden light of stamina and love and courage, protection. And we feel it. And we bring a little more to the outside. Remember, that's a shield. So that if you don't understand, you vicariously read it, right? So we want that real strong. And we let others come in. Munch and crunch all you want. Happy to be the juice bar. Because I get the most out of it. Practice. So now, when we want to connect, and we want to feel that part of Earth that is not 3D, we go through the well of the mother, below the root. And here we connect to every flower, every being, even a rock, of course, a rock, and out through the cosmos. I particularly like to connect to the sun and the central sun, Elysion, who is orchestrating our sector and all the inhabitants in it. You can visit anywhere this way. And they are all at the point that when the seven universes were quarantined, now Earth is the only one in low vibration. Everywhere else has ascended. So anyone who wants to hang out in low vibration is hanging out here until we transcend. Or they do. So we go out and we feel their energy, feel the love, because they are beaming us love 24/7. If there was more than 24/7, they would do that. I mean, just all the light they can send us, they are sending. And all the love and understanding that can be sent is being sent. They understand your folly. It's not easy being an earthbound human right now, no doubt. But it's a job we signed up for and want so much. We really want this job. You know why? Because one day, when the era is over and we're all done, we'll be part of that. Our names are there. Our souls are part of it forever, changing your soul into a lighter vibration. Actually, a new kind of being. That's another story. But we are changing and shifting ourselves, most important. So we love the vibration in the well. And we know that we are getting rid of that low vibration DNA ego base and putting it on a shelf. Never ever to be repeated again. We're done. We're done. And we know it because in the sacral, Lord Lanto, Lord Katumi, so devoted to the sacral chakra and aura, where ego based doctrines dictate out of fear and anger. So there wouldn't be any prejudice or judgment in 5D, would there? It wouldn't happen. 5D is only based on love, kindness and compassion. And don't let anyone fool you or let you think that justification of negativity is allowed. Never. So here we are. And maybe we don't understand. Maybe some crazy, crazy is beyond our comprehension of crazy, crazy. So we bring that right into the spleen. And we use conscious use of power, that opalescent light that takes my ego, fills it with light until I understand. Understanding is not the same as condoning, now is it? It's understanding. So we send light right through our consciousness, our collective consciousness, our solar plexus. And someone else goes, aha, I get it. That's what they're doing. You know, everyone's really, as bad as the bad they can be, are really wanting to be loved. They just don't know how the heck to do it. So it's our job to send that light out, that vibration, and get them to feel it. One time, well, many times, but this particular one, I was getting rid of what I call an oogie bear. It's an entity, a negative force. It wasn't a thought form, it was an actual entity. And that's a sad story in and of itself. And so I tube it, which we teach in luminous energy, and I proceed to whack it with light. And it looked at me and it went, "You don't understand. I am darkness." I'm like, cool. I continued on. It didn't faze me. Of course, you know, that's what they try to do, scare you, right? So I was doing that. And all of a sudden he went, oh, and I went, up to rehab you go. He remembered he was light. He remembered it was light. We are all light. It's just to remove the veil of the ego that thinks it can't be love. How sad. We lost 1/3 of the seraphim when the error struck. So many dimensions above us. It took them a split second to realize that serving self served nothing. Right back they came, back to the light, back to love. Almost all, not all. Because they wanted that experience, that experiment. Remember, they will become very, very light soon, and are. So we allow this energy to happen because it's the expansion of light, not the contraction. So now here you are. Your sacral chakra only comes from love. Your solar plexus understands. The light you put out understands and is love, kindness, and compassion. And we cannot judge because the empathic shield, our liver, that animizes the emotion, knows who you really are, knows what really is. So we send that love right through our heart. That again, understanding through the heart of love, kindness, and compassion. So love, kindness, and compassion are what we are creating in our conscious intention. And that is who we are. Everything that we are, everything that we do, everything that we think is love, kindness, and compassion. We light up everywhere we go. We have no doubt. We know that we are succeeding. Don't look at 3D, look at 5D, look at the humanity, and you will see it. So shine your crown, make it sparkle, shimmer your telepathic notch. Be that light that you were born to be. Be that seed, be that beacon. 24/7 for all to see, for all to hear. You are that beacon of light. You are the reason the error is dissolving. Continue to shine. And we'll get this thing done. Been a long journey, and we are close. Thank you. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Hey, hi. I want to talk to you about an event that is coming up June 7th. You know, the world, as we all know, is chaotic right now, and there's a lot of stresses. So, this workshop is about raising your vibration above the chaos and talking about all the ways that we absorb energy and how we can change our choices so that we can reduce the stress that we are under in our daily lives. There are many techniques and there are a lot of solutions to these problems. It is our job as light seeds to be able to raise your vibration above the 3D chaos. So let's do it and let's have a wonderful time together Sunday, June 7th. And on the website, I give you all the times for your destination and our location. And I will talk to you soon. All right. Have fun.